Okay, time to read about Pentagon attack.
First we read about Pentagon attack and then we can read about Twin Tower collapse. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Alright Katie, you can start.
Alright then. As millions watched the events unfolding in New York, American Airlines Flight 77 circled over downtown Washington, D.C. before crashing into the west side of the Pentagon military headquarters at 9:45 a.m.
Jet fuel from the Boeing 757 caused a devastating inferno that led to the structural collapse of a portion of the giant concrete building which is the headquarters of the U.S. Department of Defense.
All told, 125 military personnel and civilian were killed in the Pentagon along with all 64 people aboard the airliner. That's all about Pentagon attack.
Alright, let's read about Twin Tower collapse next.
Alright then, you go first this time, Nicole.
Alright then, here it goes. Less than 15 minutes after the terrorists struck the nerve center of the U.S. military, the horror in New York took a catastrophe turn when the South Tower of the World Trade Center collapsed in a massive cloud of dust and smoke.
The structural steel of the skyscraper, built to withstand winds in excess of 200 miles per hour and a large conventional fire, could not withstand the tremendous heat generated by the burning jet fuel.
At 10:30 a.m. the north building of the Twin Towers collapsed. Only 6 people in the World Trade Center towers at the time of their collapse survived. Almost 10,000 others were treated for injuries, many severe. That is all about Twin Tower collapse.
Yup, and there is still more of the story of 9/11.
I bet we can finish the rest later and have the others get a chance.
Sounds good to me.
Hey Kayla and Bill, me and Katie already finished reading about Pentagon attack and Twin Tower collapse.
Excellent job, Nicole and Katie, well done.
We already follow along while you two are reading about Pentagon attack and Twin Tower collapse.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Sean, you finish your food already?
Yes, I sure did. All of us finished our food.
Excellent. Also, me and Nicole already finish our food too.
Any of you got desserts yet?
Not yet. Can you get us some?
Sure, I will get you ice cream.
Sounds good. Give us a sundae ice cream.
Alright, I'm on it. Oh wow, Christine, you got yourself an ice cream already.
Yes, I do. Is for me and Clarissa.
Oh wow, I didn't know they got a red velvet ice cream.
Yup, you know how much I love every red velvet flavor.
Oh Christine, everyone knows you love red velvet.
You getting yourself an ice cream too?
No, I already have ice cream. I only getting ice cream for Nicole and Katie.
Alright then. Here is an ice cream for Nicole and Katie.
Thank you, Christine.
You're very welcome.
Alright, Nicole and Katie, here are the ice cream.
Thank you, Sean.
No problem.
Hey Katie, while we are eating our ice cream we can finish reading the story of 9/11.
Alright, sounds good. I go first this time.
Alright then.
Now the next thing we are going to read about Flight 93. Here it goes. Meanwhile, a 4th California-bound plane, United Flight 93, was hijacked about 40 minutes after leaving Newark Liberty International Airport in New Jersey because the plane had been delayed in taking off. Passengers on board learned of events in New York and Washington via cell phone and airphone calls to the ground.
Knowing that the aircraft was not returning to an airport as the hijackers claimed, a group of passengers and flight attendants planned an insurrection.
One of the passengers, Thomas Burnett Jr., told his wife over the phone that, "I know we are all going to die. There's 3 of us who are going to do something about it. I love you, honey." Another passenger, Todd Beamer, was heard saying, "Are you guys ready? Let's roll over an open line."
Sandy Bradshaw, a flight attendant, called her husband and explained that she had slipped into a gallery and was filling pitchers with boiling water. Her last words to him were, "Everyone running to first class, I've got to go by." The passengers fought the 4 hijackers and are suspected to have attacked the cockpit with a fire extinguisher. The plane then flipped over and sped toward the ground at upwards of 500 miles per hour, crashing in a rural field near Shanksville in western Pennsylvania at 10:10 a.m. That's all of Flight 93. Yeah, and is still more to go.
Yup, we are getting there.
I already finished my ice cream and my Sprite. What about you, Katie?
Yes, I already finished mine too.
I didn't realize that you two are still reading the story of 9/11.
That's because we are eating ice cream.
I know, I can see that, and good job reading.
Oh, thank you. And speaking of that, we are already finished and heading to the news of history of 9/11.
Oh good, that's what I want to hear. Hey Kayla and Bill, we already finished eating.
Excellent, so you all ready to head the news of history of 9/11?
Yes, we sure are ready.
Alright, let's get going.
You got it. Alright, history news, here we come. Let's hope it opens.
Wait a minute, is history news supposed to open in 30 minutes?
Yes, it's supposed to open 30 minutes.
Oh no, I hope we don't miss it.
We didn't miss it, the news hadn't started yet.
So what time it opens?
It opens at 4 o'clock.
Yikes, it's past 4 o'clock. That means it opened just now.
Yes.
Oh thank God we didn't miss it.
I bet there will be a lot of audience over there, right?
Well, not exactly. The audience will watch you guys on TV, and once you get out of the world of history, they will say to you they saw you on TV.
Oh wow, very interesting.
So who would like to join the news?
I will join this time.
Same here.
I will join too.
Alright then, let's get going.
Alright, you got it.
The rest of us can sit in the chair and watch you guys read the 9/11 story.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Hey, can I join you too?
Sure you can, let's go, and by the way, let Kayla and Bill know you are going to join reading 9/11 with us.
Alright then, I will tell them. Hey Kayla, Bill, is that okay? I can join the reading of 9/11 story with Sean, Christopher and Julian.
Sure you can.
Thank you. Alright, I told them already, they know.
Great, let's go.
You got it.
Hello everyone, welcome to the world of history of 9/11. Today we got 4 special guests are going to be our readers. They are Sean Murphy, Christopher Rodriguez, Julian Perez and Kareem Thomas. Okay guys, choose your partner.
Hey Christopher, would you like to be my partner?
Sure I can.
Hey Julian, you can be my partner.
I sure can.
Alright Kayla, we are all set now.
Excellent. I'm going to read the first part and you guys can read the rest.
Sounds good to me.
All 44 people aboard were killed. Its intended target is not known, but theories include the White House, the U.S. Capitol, the Camp David presidential retreat in Maryland, or one of several nuclear power plants along the eastern seaboard. Okay, the rest of you guys can read about how many people died in the 9/11 attacks.
Alright Kayla, you got it. Okay Christopher, you ready to do this?
I sure am. Sean, you go first.
Alright then. A total of 2,996 people were killed in the 9/11 attacks, including the 19 terrorist hijackers aboard the 4 airplanes. Citizens of 78 countries died in New York, Washington, D.C. and Pennsylvania.
At the World Trade Center too. 763 died after the 2 planes slammed into the Twin Towers. That figure includes 343 firefighters and paramedics, 23 New York City police officers and 37 Port Authority police officers who were struggling to complete an evacuation of the buildings and save the office workers trapped on higher floors.
At the Pentagon, 189 people were killed, including 64 on American Airlines Flight 77, the airliner that struck the building on Flight 93. 44 people died when the plane crash landed in Pennsylvania.
Hey Kareem and Julian, do you guys want to read about America's response to the attacks?
Of course we can.
I go first.
Alright, go ahead.
At 7 p.m. President George W. Bush, who was in Florida at the time of the attacks and had spent the day being shuttled around the country because of security concerns, returned to the White House.
At 9 p.m. he delivered a televised address from the Oval Office declaring terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our bigger buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shatter steel, but they cannot deep the steel of American resolve.
In a reference to the eventual U.S. military response, he declared, "We will make no distinction between the terrorists who committed these acts and those who harbor them."
Operation Ending Freedom, the American-led international effort to oust the Taliban regime in Afghanistan and destroy Osama bin Laden terrorist network based there, began on the 7th of October. Within 2 months, U.S. forces had effectively removed the Taliban from operational power, but the war continued as U.S. and coalition forces attempted to defeat the Taliban insurgency campaign based in neighboring Pakistan.
Osama bin Laden, the mastermind behind September 11th attacks, remained at large until May 2, 2011, when he was finally tracked down and killed by U.S. forces at a hideout in Abbottabad, Pakistan in June 2011. Then President Barack Obama announced the beginning of large-scale troop withdrawals from Afghanistan. It took until August 2021 for U.S. forces to withdraw. That's all about America's response to the attacks.
Excellent boys, well done.
We sure did a good job doing the story of 9/11.
Yes, you sure did. Speaking of that, later we are going to read about Department of Homeland Security is created.
Alright, sounds interesting.
Wanna know how many views you guys got while you are reading about 9/11?
Oh sure, how many?
1,000 views.
Oh wow, that is a lot of people watching.
Yes, that's right. And once they see you guys, they will be proud of you being on the news history of 9/11.
Oh wow, I can't wait to see that coming.
Same here, I can't wait either.
This is our break of news history until later.
Oh okay, so what are we going to do next?
We are going to take a tour of the world of history of 9/11.
Sounds interesting, we would love to see that.
Alright guys, let's go.
Okay Kayla, we are on it.
Alright everyone, it's time for a tour.